Yes. Bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. And I'm dragging it for difficulty traditional wedding. Good morning, folks. It's great to be back this morning. Imagine at a wedding reception, man. Just drop the theme song. Bum, 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 bum. And traditional wedding can be so beautiful, man. Yes, you have like 10 persons standing, 10 persons standing in a wedding. Yes, the main bride now, we're inside. The first person comes out. No, yeah. To go to Sano, you have to fly the chapel to go and bring a lady. Something got to drop. I do call the traditional wedding we're planning now. Just before inauguration. Then, now the lady, when you find out after you finish removing all of the lappers and stuff, when you load that, not a woman there. The second person say, look, the car break down on the highway. Yeah, so we need like 15,000. 15,000 to go for the lady. Sometimes papa then too. When no matter, the man take up buck and go and drop it in the pen. And so higher family too want to go and open the morning. Just stop doing it. Anyone the person walk up and drop in the pen, let it be. And so on and so on and so on until you know the bra. Maybe you bought someone a red shoes for her. Yeah, there's mistaken it. The bridge just blow the lapper inspire and say, yeah, like, how come in there? Anyway, yes, very beautiful theme song. Yes, it was great to be back this morning. Welcome to the True Breakfast Show 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia. Peace cannot exist without justice. Justice cannot exist without fairness. Fairness cannot exist without development. Development cannot exist without democracy. Therefore, we'll say democracy cannot exist without respect for the identity and the wealth of culture and its people. On this backdrop, we'd like to say good morning. This is Liberia's biggest breakfast show. We're here to serve you breakfast for now straight up to 10 o'clock this morning. The love of liberty matters here. Let justice be done to all. Now, some of all of us, good morning to all the 15 counties. When you wake up this morning, just think about a better Liberia. Yes, it's nowhere than home. You can love your country. Think the negative about your country more than any other person. That's why we like to say in the midst of all, country first. Good morning to all of our leaders. Good morning to President George Weah. Good morning to President-elect Joseph Boyka. There'll be a smooth transition. Yes, we'll talk about that. So I'd like to say good morning to all of you. My name is O'Neill Roberts. This is O'Neill. And of course, Marka Davis together. We're right here on the TBS this morning. Good morning to you, my dear friend and brother.
Good morning, O'Neill, and good morning to the Liberian people. It is great again for us to be here to serve our people. After this time when I'm starting the show, I'm always starting in a little bit dead tune because we want to bring some calm to the discourse. We want to bring some calm to the discourse. For the fact that when you listen to all of the speakers in the country currently, all of the analysts, all of the experts. Now everybody now expert in Liberia. So they will tell you that the country is divided. So if that is the case, then this is a new tax for the Liberian media.
Okay.
Yes, this is a new tax for the Liberian media to unite the country. If there are facts that the country is actually divided, which we cannot really dispute because even the outcome of the election can show that the country is split.
It is.
Okay, so I think this is now a new tax for the Liberian media. Like we preach peace, which we succeeded at, ensuring that the outcome of the elections is peaceful. I think this is what we are experiencing. But the new tax now is to unify the country because it is evident that the country is heavily divided. Especially along political lines.
Yeah.
Yes. So it is a new tax for us, the media people. So when we come on air this time, we will try our very best to minimize inflammatory statements, to ensure that people can calm down. It is election, it was competition. When you lose a competition, it hurts. And also, people who win, they feel they have triumphed, so they want to provoke the losers and all of that. So the media now has a new tax, even though people believe that it is the government that will have to unify. Yes, they have huge responsibility as well, but I believe that the media also has a very huge responsibility to unify the country. So I think this is a new tax for us.
A big one.
Yeah.
Yes, very well. Say, where did I get a proverb from this morning? I was thinking about David Coty last night. Yes, I don't know. I was trying to, when I was planning a traditional wedding or something like that, and I just, in my dream, there are some dreams that don't come true, right?
Yeah,
you dream big, but some dreams don't come to pass. Then I started to dream this theme song playing. Yes, and I was on David Coty traditional wedding. But I'm looking for you through the crowd too. Yeah, but during the traditional wedding,
David did not invite me.
He didn't invite you to the. Okay, you see it?
Yeah, you see,
but David said he would not come outside.
He's always calling me his friend, his good friend.
The good friend Baka.
Yeah, Baka.
So David said he will not come outside until what? His uncle, the president-elect, Joseph Boyka, yes, it's been seen in the gathering. Can you imagine that?
Wow.
That's a dream.
Wow.
David Coty, a good friend to.
David got married in your dream.
In my dream. In my dream now, for the groom to come out now, he said he want to see the president-elect on the wedding.
Some dream then can make people that dream. Anyway, some people dream can come opposite.
You know the dream in there?
Some people dream can come opposite.
Do you know how the dream
in there? Did get married in your dream?
No, the wedding will go on. The groom said
the wedding will go on.
Yeah, he said uncle should come.
Well,
that's one of the demands.
The groom was waiting for JMB.
Yeah, JMB to come.
Other than that, no wedding.
Other than that, David Coty say no wedding.
Wedding ended in confusion.
Yes, that wedding. So while we're waiting, that's how the DJ now. I know how Mabe want to appear in the dream. Then the mayor dropped the team song on the TBS. Pam pam pam.
And you were already the MCO. But it was very coincidental. You were MC there. Fortunately, Maybon dropped the
TBS team song. The house started looking for you right there. Yeah, I said 2 MCO, 1 microphone. But in the wedding, the other dream will not come to pass. Because it's not even David had to even do traditional wedding.
See?
Yeah. Yes. Good morning, folks. This is the break.
David should get married at Big Year. At what? At 71?
He's 72.
72?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I should be 70.
David, just forget about our wedding. In fact, David minus your dream.
No, the main thing about the wedding,
JMB should come.
His uncle. David Coty says his uncle should show up. Otherwise, else he's not going to say for better for worse.
Because the uncle was supposed to speak to the bride's family.
So just like I said, let the bride and groom come outside.
David said, no, as long as my uncle is not here, I'm not coming out.
Yes, folks, this is the breakfast show. Like Marka have said, the country is divided. We'll have so much to talk about this. We're going to use 1 full hour this morning. That's something I'm seeing. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Have you seen the convo Ambassador Joseph Boyka, the president-elect? Have you seen it? Look, this morning pie, it will not be easy. Joseph Boyka went to JFK yesterday.
Yeah.
Have you seen the convo? Well, I told you. Yeah, man. Yeah, anyway, let's do your lineup for it. We got so much to talk about this morning.
Yes. So this morning on the TBS, we will regularly, as we've been doing, we'll do the health tips with David Coty, the man who was getting married in O'Neill's dream last night.
Yeah.
Again, we will make emphasis on the International Children's Day of Broadcast, which starts next week. We will call the number that you can call to register your kid or your children. We'll also look at the president's order, the executive order yesterday, which we'll also see and I mean, not executive, but cabinet meeting today, as announced by the executive mansion. We'll look at that. Look, this is a very key point of our studio chat this morning. High expectation for job.
That's one thing.
High expectation for job
in the money.
Yes.
Thank God we've been independent, so I'm talking, nobody will say anything.
So this is what it is now.
Nobody promised Marka and I anything. So
people are running. In fact, I think people are sleeping in rehab now.
I said, when we finish the money, people will stop as we end today, beginning tomorrow. The pressure you're putting on old man Marka, you'll stop.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that this morning on the TBS, and coming up at 8:30, we'll give you the opportunity to speak to your leaders. We'll open the lines if only that will be the case here on the TBS this morning. 9 o'clock, as usual, we'll bring you sports, entertainment, and commercials. Orange Liberia is the prime sponsor of the Truth Breakfast show here. We take commercials here, 9:15 to 10 o'clock. The last segment of the show, former representative candidate Bishop Augustus Duncan of District 6, Montserrat County, will sit with us on the last segment of the show this morning on Truth 96.1 FM. So, yes, this is the lineup we got for you this morning, but you cannot afford to miss the show this morning, especially as we talk about trending national issues this morning on the TBS. So, in the midst of all country first, and our actions, our utterances, our statements, our decisions have divided the country along political line mostly. So we have the responsibility not only as the media and not only the outgoing and incoming administration, but also as citizens of Liberia, we have the responsibility to unite or unify the country, reconcile the country.
People sleeping in rehab?
People sleeping in rehab. Some people just get into no stress. Sometimes they just buy a bottle of mineral water just
just to get it there.
You know, no stress?
Yeah.
No stress.
I think I passed through before.
Yeah, no stress.
Okay.
Why you can't be definite when it comes to some of these strategic places? You always answering
like OPS
that
way.
Kind of OPS well.
I passed through. Hey, ask me what I know, no stress. Marka, I'm telling you there, what's this guy from Fasa?
Francis
Halley, I'm telling Marka this morning. He asked me what I know, no stress. I've passed through.
Yeah, we passed through.
Yeah, passed through.
So just pass through these few days.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about.
People get one bottle. Yes,
don't worry. Soft drink rocks. Just take a bottle. Sit down.
Yeah.
You heard somebody drink soft drink for 2 hours before?
What? No. What's the superintendent for one country?
Esther Walker.
Esther was the only one who drank soft drink for 2 hours.
People are drinking soft drink for 3 hours now as we speak.
You mean they're breaking Esther Walker?
Yes, they put breaking Esther Walker record.
Damn it.
They put drinking soft drink
2 hours.
They drinking extra juice for 3 hours. Yes, because you want to see somebody, you will sit there until you want to see somebody. Even if it is late at night, you will see the person or you go home.
Great. So before we do the lineup,
I've done the lineup already.
Oh, you let it pass it through to economy confusing me. Yes. Before David Cody coming with the help tape, right, Marka? Y'all listen up to this, so Joseph Marka is very experienced. Y'all stop wasting your time. This is a man who was president for the Senate for 12 years. He know everybody.
I tell you.
If you read in the name and say, my man can never push me, anyway, we'll talk it. But I just want to say, like Brent said, this man have worked in government how many years? For the 2 years, right?
Yeah.
He know everybody. He know the whole system. So stop wasting your time. But when we end today, that long convo we saw yesterday, it shouldn't be so. But when we see the president-elect govern, we want to see the motorcade. Perhaps we'll see the party chairman, we'll see the SG. The rest of it, we won't see no other come 41 vehicles. The pressure, anyway, we'll come back. Let's bring on Health Table David Ernest Coty this morning in the midst of all country first. And let me just say this out. Those of you listen, hold your personal feelings. If your expectations are too high, please drop it a little bit. The technocrat should take over. Yes. And Marka knows it. The technocrat should do what? Should be the one to take over. David Coty, before I helped you this morning, I want you to talk about the dream. Yeah, so we'll give you 6-7 minutes. The dream that I had. Yeah, let's talk about it 2 minutes.
Whether he has made a U-turn.
Yeah.
He's about to get married, or why he canceled the
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 wedding
wedding.
because uncle
The
anything
man,
to see burger
the
on the
venue,
wedding.
but you know, only that's all get married in the absence of your father or your uncle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. So there are you have 5 minutes. That's a 7 minutes, 2 minutes to just respond to this dream quickly and do the health tip.
Okay, I should respond to what?
The dream I was talking about. Yes, the traditional dream I saw you.
Yeah, thank you. You were right. You really saw me in your dream for true. Because that your I don't know what you call it will never happen. I'm already 70 and I'm not gonna die from any heart attack. In fact, that's my topic for today. Heart attack.
Wait, before you do your topic, you need a beautiful wife. Who will take care of you, make your water. Say I don't want to water the beehive. Make it lukewarm. Your meal is there, everything. Yeah, quickly.
I already have my shower, hot and cold. It's taking care of me already. I don't need anybody to do it. Look, it's a good thing to get married. But my brother, I'm not going to jump into something that would kill me quick. I can give you some examples around here. Some people have been married 4 times and divorced 4 times. Don't let me call any name.
No, go ahead. Sorry, do your health tip, yeah. That dream, I ain't a dream. But why is that you say you'll not get married until you see your uncle Joseph work out in the wedding?
And you know that I have to be in the picture
Okay.
when, oh yeah, my clothes got to get dry. I need to hang it up. So my uncle has to be there. But anyway, forget about that dream. It will not happen.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
it will not happen.
Go ahead.
Okay, today our topic is heart attack. All over the world, uh, about 700 million people die every year from heart attack. It is a serious, serious matter. 700 million people die every year from heart attack around the world. Now, don't take it light. This is why I'm so happy that every time I take it one by one. There are some, let me look at this vehicle issue, for example. Those of you who own vehicles, you know very well that every part of your car is important. If the battery is not good, the car will not start. When you go to change your oil, you don't look at the gearbox oil or the differential oil, you have problem. What I'm trying to say here is that the body is full of a lot of organs, and everyone is important. This heart issue is very important. Now, if you don't take care of it, there are certain signs that you must look at and know that you are having some problem with your heart. For example, chest pain, back pain, arm pain, pain when you are fatigued, get tired, and abnormal heartbeat. When a heartbeat is not normal, how will you even know that you don't have a normal heartbeat when you don't check the hospital? When I did my last check recently in Town, Germany, I was told that I had a slow heartbeat. I don't know whether because of age or what, but I was told what to do about it, and I'm taking precaution. So those of you who do not even check at all, you are going to be in a serious problem. Like I told you, 700 million people around the world die every year from heart attack. So, and heart attack is different from heart failure. I'm going to come to talk about that another time. So please take precaution with your heart. And the main job of the heart the main function of the heart is to pump blood and oxygen and remove waste from the tissues in the body. It has a very important role to play. So I'm going to come to talk about what the heart can do from time to time. But please, the major issue today is go to the hospital today and just ask the doctor to check your heart. So if it is beating abnormally, they will tell you exactly what to do. Now, the causes of heart attack, and the main cause is when the arteries, the veins are blocked, and it cannot, the blood cannot go through it to the heart muscles. So you need to do something about it. Now, what you need to do sometimes to prevent heart attack is give up smoking. Those of you who smoke a whole pack of cigarette a day, give up smoking. Leave it altogether. Number two, what will help you to avoid or prevent heart attack is to take exercise every day. Reduce the alcohol consumption. Some of you drink too much, you need to reduce it or even stop it altogether. You must also keep your heart, your blood pressure, and your diabetes under control. Once you don't keep your blood pressure under control, you have a problem. All right. Remember this: drink 1.5 glasses of hot water every morning. You remember I told you before that when you sleep in the night, naturally you will lose water, and your body is 60% water. You must maintain it. You must maintain a 60% water in your body at all times for many good reasons. But what kind of water should you drink in the morning? You should drink hot water in the morning. 1.5 glasses of hot water in the morning. What that will do is that it will remove the particles from your system from the previous day. All the things that we eat, especially in the night. When you drink that hot water in the morning, it will remove the particles. It will also improve your digestion. I don't want to go through all of that because I did it before. I tell you why hot water is good. I gave you all of the benefits. I'm just reminding you about two of them. One, it will clean the particles from your body and improve your digestion. So, thank you very much for the opportunity. Tomorrow, we'll talk about heart failure. Heart attack is different from heart failure. Thank you.
Thank you, Derek Ernest Cote. Yes, there is regular with the health tip every morning. Yes.
Yes, David, thank you for the health tip that you continue to provide our people. It is good that at least in the morning we are reminded about something concerning our health. You know, a healthy nation is poised to develop, but a nation that's not healthy will suffer, a lack of development because the people must be well to work and develop the country. So yes, David, thank you
Yep.
again.
Yeah.
Yes, we're here.
Bobby is asking us to play the music pressure. No, we're not going to do so.
Why should
No, we
pressure
can't
for
play
what?
it. No, now we're talking how to reconcile. I mean, the country.
Yeah.
We had enough in this country. Liberia have won this election, but before we start up, we want to announce again, because the deadline will be on Friday. The International Children Day broadcast starts next week here at Truth FM. So we want to encourage the parents to please take advantage of our International Children Broadcasting Program on Truth FM 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia. Some of us, we are proud products. Mary Lauren Brown used to be our mentor when we were coming as a kid. We used to dream of coming on the radio. So the years, some of us coming live through your woofers, your speakers. Along the way, I mean, we're well nurtured. So again, give the kids the opportunity. Call after the show, but not now. 0777 077405017. We tend to just work with 15 to 20 kids. Yes, yeah, you got your children to work with them. Yeah,
Yeah,
and he
I
said,
know. I
what?
know.
Last year, one power just like study class teacher. We took them a year ago. We took them to the National Elections Commission to Darietta Brown, Lasanan. Yes, the children had that experience. This gone December, we took them to the vice president, the current vice president, Joel Howard Taylor. She had a great program with them. And who knows? Well, this December, maybe before George Weah could say goodbye,
Mhm.
you could say, well, O'Neill, bring the kids and let them have this experience with me. Or maybe Ambassador Boykai can say, yes, let me have a wonderful time with this kid because we see the children are our future leaders. Great. Again, we'd like to say good morning. Welcome to the Truth Breakfast Show. Yes, Marka, I just want you to read through this executive order issued by President George Weah. Yes, I have to do this to you right now.
Yes, please do.
Executive Order 123. Yes, as soon as you say 123, we'll reach to you. Let go. Oh, Executive Order, yeah,
One, two, three.
123. Check it out. It reached to you already.
Yes,
Yes.
is here. So let me read through it. You know, it is the tradition of the transition because there will be a team set up to do that.
Mhm.
So yes, the president issued this executive order 123 setting up transitional team. So the president of Liberia, George Manawea, has issued executive order 123 setting up a joint presidential transitional team (JPTT) to ensure a smooth transfer of power from the ruling coalition for democratic change government, which he heads to the newly elected administration. The president noted that he was setting up the team by virtue of the power and authority vested in him pursuant to Chapter 2, Article 5C of the 1986 Constitution of the Republic of Liberia, authorizing him to develop a system of appropriate protocols and mechanisms for the smooth transfer of power from the incumbent president to the incoming president. The president who and President-elect co-chair the joint presidential transition team has already appointed members of his government to the team, according to the order. They include Minister of Foreign Affairs and Dean of the Cabinet, Minister of Finance and Development Planning, the Minister of Justice, the Minister of National Defense, and the Minister of State for Presidential Affairs. Others include the Minister of Internal Affairs, Minister of Mines and Energy, Minister of Health, Governor of the Central Bank of Liberia, Economic Advisor to the President, Legal Advisor to the President, National Food Authority, National Social Security and Welfare Corporation, Liberia Maritime Authority, Liberia Revenue Authority, Director General of the General Service Agency, Liberia Electricity Corporation, and three other members to be appointed at the discretion of the incumbent president. According to the executive order issued by the president on Tuesday, November 21, the president-elect is invited to designate 20 persons to the joint presidential transitional team, all of whom must be Liberian citizens so as to facilitate the work of the team in a timely manner. The president has further appointed the Director General of the Cabinet to serve as the secretary to the team and head of the secretariat. Other members of the secretariat are the Economic Advisor to the President and the Legal Advisor to the President. The Director General of the Cabinet shall second other support staff from within the executive branch of government as may be required to expedite the timely work of the joint presidential transitional team, the executive mansion order also stated. The incumbent president and the president-elect shall be co-chairpersons of the team. The executive order further asserts that notwithstanding paragraph D above, the incumbent president shall designate the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Dean of the Cabinet to act as co-chairperson in his absence to oversee all affairs of the Joint Presidential Transition Team 2023 and conduct all meetings in his absence. The president-elect may also designate any member of his team to similarly act as a co-chairperson in his absence. The order states further, adding decisions of the JPTT shall be made by consensus and any disagreements shall be resolved by the incumbent president and the president-elect acting jointly. The JPTT shall commence its functions and exercise the powers and authority granted by this executive order no later than 48 hours after the declaration of the president-elect by the National Elections Commission. It shall cease to function after the publication of its final report, which shall be no later than 48 hours before the inauguration of the president-elect and vice president-elect. The incumbent president shall call the first meeting of the JPTT within 48 hours after the declaration of the president-elect by the NEC, the executive order states. This is courtesy of the executive mansion.
Great. So today the cabinet meeting is slated for this morning.
Yes. I think at 11.
Yeah, 11 o'clock this morning.
And I think it should be taking place at the executive mansion.
Yes.
Yeah.
No one should boycott it. All those of you, the names you are making mention of, yes, you should be all in attendance. This is Executive Order 123. For a smooth transition that we'll have our inauguration on next year of January. So with following up, Elections Commission is also working on speedily to certificate
Okay.
Those who have won their various district, county, the National Elections Commission. I'm not speaking about. There are some district once you have dispute hearing cases, you won't be certificated. Yes.
Yeah, until the issues are concluded.
Yes, concluded. So NEC is working on it. So in the space of a week from now, all those of you representative candidates, a good news for you.
Yeah.
Who have won their various seats.
Honorable Neka Game.
Neka Game District
District 3
Nima County.
Yeah.
Honorable Musa Ability, District 7. Honorable Sumo Moba. All of you who have won, you will be certificated by Elections Commission. Unlike for those cases that are still before the legal team of Elections Commission, you are not going to be certificated until that is clear. And we'll have to inform our public. Maybe you're not hearing yet NEC doing a regular press conference, but we intend to bring it out today. But again, let me say good morning to His Excellency, my Black President, George Weah. Good morning. You are going to be remembered for this 146 years. You have set another record to be empowered to concede to an opposition. Kudos to George Weah. This goes down everywhere in the world. People is talking about this, what George Weah have done. It takes for an African leader to, actually to accept this. We are seeing it in so many other countries.
Exactly.
Yes.
And this sets the bar high for other people who will be president in Liberia. Whether your attempt for re-election or your attempt the first time when the Liberian people say through their votes that this is their decision, you must look back at the records and accept it. Yes, you must look back at the records.
And there are some leaders too, after the first and second term, you still want to go table the constitution.
Yeah.
So let me go for my third term.
We can do that.
That's when so your people can move in now.
That's the time they will start to talk about referendum and all of that. If they have the time to go to referendum, they will delay it, and then when election is coming, then they say, let's
go for the third term. Now, what can make it? I'm a professor.
After the referendum, then they say, well, since we have done a referendum, we are not going back on the old constitution. We are dealing with the new one.
The new one.
The first 6 years, that one not part of the new constitution.
I'm a poke get vet for now.
And this was one of the reasons why during the 2020 midterm election, a national referendum was included, right?
Yeah.
Where we were supposed to vote to change the presidential tenure from 6 years to 5 years, senator from 9 years to 7 years, and several other issues, including I think giving dual citizenship. Yes, all of these things. But because of the opposition community, look at the entire issue and say, maybe you will make a change. The first term of President Weah may be considered, in a past constitution. So, so they just say vote no. That was just their campaign. Not that the propositions in the referendum were all bad.
No.
But because of that particular clause that talk about tampering with the presidential tenure,
just vote no.
They say vote no.
Just
vote no.
Oh.
Vote no. But everything in the constitution, all the propositions were not bad. So that was just the reason why they said vote no, and the Liberian people just voted no.
Yes. So great again, Mr. President. Thank you so much, Josh. You are going to be remembered for what you have done. There are a lot of people predicted violence in the election. Yes. When the CDC lose the election, George Weah will not accept the result. And today, George have said to the world, well, I'm a peaceful man. All the peace awards you have been winning, and I'm predicting that you're going to win more award for what you have done, George Weah.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, you actually surprised many. And let's go to the bigger one. Now, we want to again condemn what happened on, was it on Monday night? Yes, on Monday night at the Unity Party headquarters. Again, I want to say that was devilish. That's an evil attack. I don't want to say, with the investigation still going on. Well, we condemn it. Innocent life should not be lost in that kind of way. We call this kind of losing untimely death. Yeah, you plan to die, yes, die like that. I mean, this kind of thing should not be happening. Now, let us give the police chance to investigate with this matter. Police, yesterday you had a press conference, Moses Carter, 122. You talk about what happened. We need a speedy investigation. I'm seeing what is happening on the social media. The United Bank for Africa, the UBA, have been dragged into this other matter.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean,
we've been seeing social media.
Yeah, we should stop it, man.
they had
the CCTV
yeah.
footage. Okay, granted, the bank have a CCTV footage, right? The investigation can go on with all the public doing that. Let's tag or UBA personnel and see who's holding it. No, let the security carry on the investigation. If the bank have the camera right there, right, it will show it.
You see, O'Neil, these are things that sometimes jeopardize very relevant investigations. You know, because for example, if the bank has a security camera over there, the investigators will, in a very professional manner, it doesn't have to come to the public. It doesn't have to come to the public that, oh yeah, the bank has a demand. No, you in a professional manner, the investigators will try, to have it. They will try to have it, because what if somebody publicized that, oh yeah, the bank had a security camera on, so we expect them to have the video footage and all of that. Why in case the bank tells you that, well,
the
at that
camera
hour
was not
at that
functioning.
hour the camera was not on?
Yes, was
What
not
will you
on.
say? You can't say anything.
And the bank too afraid to lose
Yeah,
customer.
because you are bringing them now to the public as if, because I know how people do politics in Liberia. They will start to say, oh, and the bank will want to take bribe, they will not want to give the footage and all of these things. So with that, the bank will say, okay, the camera was not on, so we don't have any footage. What will you do?
Yeah.
What will you do? So this thing should be left with the security, the investigators. They know exactly if the CCTV camera was on, if the security camera was on, they know by what means they can request and get the footage
and watch it.
You understand?
Again, we want to say that attack was devilish. It's evil. I mean, that kind of thing should not be happening. You know, like Amara had a post yesterday. Governing is different from campaigning. This goes to the unity partisan. You have won the election. The whole world know that Joseph Boyka have won the election. So there's a difference between now. You're about to be a ruling party. You are no more in the upper. I want the phone call the Unity Party knowing this.
And I remember O'Neil, the very Unity Party people telling CDC in 2018 and 2019 that they were consistently in campaign mood, even though they had power in their hands.
Yeah.
So this is a similar thing now.
Yeah, man.
This is the kind of similar, posture we are seeing from some supporters. I don't want to say the party in general, but this was competition. You went into it, and
you have won it.
Unfortunately,
you have won it. You won it. Let the difference be there.
You have to deactivate the campaign mood.
Take the campaign mood. Now you government. You are government.
Campaign mood.
Yes.
And understand now the responsibility to reconcile, unite the country, settle down. Because if you remain in the campaign mood, then you are putting opposition in the campaign mood.
Of course.
Because the way you beat the drum, the higher would then say.
Yeah.
I hope you get that. That's the way people say, look, common way in Liberia. The way you beat the drum, the higher people would then say. So if you deactivate the campaign mood, put yourself in the leadership mood, even though you have not been handed power officially, but you have to deactivate the campaign mood.
And some of the activity you got to slow down if you're on the social media. Now, let me say, I'm sorry to say this, right? Most of the activity of the Unity Party, you want to see it, just go on Facebook, you see it. I'm telling you, this should be control.
And they kind of
most of the information, just go on the social media. You see all Unity Party major plan is being run on the Facebook. Exactly. I mean, it's a sad thing.
Exactly. And you see, very soon, if you remain in that mood, and you have said during the course of the campaign that you are bringing on board an experienced leader, you are bringing on board a mature government, which you have bragged about for the past 6 years. Now you have it. Are you going to take the same trend that you criticized in the past? Are you going to take the same trend that you criticized in the past? I think this is a caution. So you have to do things differently. You have to do things differently.
Great.
Because you said you were different from what we have currently. So you have to do things differently as you build the expectation in the minds of the Liberian people that how they are going to see you. You see, the reason why we saw protests, we saw a lot of criticism of the WIA administration, because in their 12 years in opposition, they criticized almost everything the Unity Party government was doing, and they said they have the solution to the Liberian problem. In fact, they built the hope of the young people to the extent that after in fact, before the inauguration, when some young people see outgoing government officials in vehicle, they will be pointing fingers and say, yeah, that car will come in right. Yeah, that jeep that going down there, that car then will come in right. The United Party people coming moving in that car will come in right. Because the expectation was built in them. It was built in them. So you build an expectation in the Liberian people that you are bringing on board a mature government, an experienced statesman, and that you're going to do things differently. But you were announced winners, and we are seeing the same trend of Facebook chicaneries. We are seeing the same.
Someone say in the Facebook era. Yeah,
we're seeing the same.
This is government. Government is different
trivial
from
issues, and so please, I know you have not been under the mantle of authority, but you told the Liberian people that you were coming to do things differently. You don't expect to see the same trend that you criticized for 6 years.
Let me say good morning to the president-elect Joseph Boyka. I mean, a very good man, a very kind-hearted man, a man of peace. You know, during the campaign, some point in time when you say Joseph Boyka, George Weah, it was not easy during the campaign period. Mm-hmm. The election is far over now. The country is divided. The country is actually divided. And the reason why you see we're trying to bring these things up, because for what we are seeing, look, all of you who are lobbying, I want to say lobbying, maybe I'm missing the choice of words, for a job.
They are lobbying.
Joseph Boyka knows everybody well.
You want to say the simple way. Okay. So those of you who just running behind the
public, running behind for a job.
Let
me say this in this way. This is a man who has presided over the Senate for 12 years. Mm-hmm. President of the Liberian Senate for 12 years. Exactly. He knows the in and out of government. No one needs to sit Joseph Boyka down and teach him about government.
And tutor him about government.
No, there is no way.
You can't lecture the man about government.
There is no way you will sit Joseph Boyka down and say, yeah, let's put this other person here. No, you are wasting your time. The reason why Liberians voted Joseph Boyka ahead of George Weah came in 2017, change of hope, right? It didn't work out. Liberian people say, well, the pro, that word pro, the PAPD, it didn't work. The change for hope didn't work. So we're going to bring on an experienced man that will run this country. And I say this to you all. Joseph Boyka is not strange to government. Stop putting too many pressures on Joseph Boyka. Boyka has been president of the Liberian Senate. He knows everybody. Look, there are some officials here in the government. Joseph Boyka retained it. Don't you know that? Government is continuity. It's not because, well, this person is from the opposition, and Joseph Boyka knows that this institution have been very effective. Why would you want to change such person? Boyka is going to bring on the technocrats. If you can't do the work, you'll not be brought on board. Because why? The Liberian expectations are too high. I watched a live interview when Joseph Boyka went to the GFK yesterday. Mm-hmm. A little look in the Boyka face and said, well, you know the reason why we supported you? The Liberian will. Mm-hmm. Papa, you know the reason why we supported you? Because we were tired with George Weah government. So we need justice. These are the same Liberians. JMB, good morning to you. Mm-hmm. Yes, you should start practicing. You have to call you president now. I'm greeting you this morning.
In the Bible, in the biblical proverb, they say the same people who say Hosanna, people who say
crucify him. You came and you won this election, Boyka. The expectations, miners not going to drop from heaven down to earth. No way. You know the people. You know we are going to retain. I'm saying this to you all. Boyka have been congratulated everywhere in the world. He knows his team that has come. Look on the social media. Almost everybody been linked to positions already. Joseph Boyka is coming more than 41 vehicles. Some of you not supposed to be behind the president-elect. Maybe I'll say, the chairman, yes, Ludo Tapper, you have the right. Amos Twag, okay, right. The police motorcade and thing. That should be a small team convoy. Look at the amount of vehicles behind Joseph Boyka. And this is what a disappointment can come on. Mm-hmm. Nobody promises you anything. If you used to be a messenger, continue to go do your job. If you're a plumber, continue to go do your plumbing work. And your expectations should not be high. That's why when you see an opposition boss,
that's what brings about this enchantment. Yeah. Because if you build that kind of expectation that yes, we supposed to get job. We
God who
supposed to,
supported the party.
yeah, I am supposed to be a minister. I am
Yes.
supposed to be a director.
Yes.
So you have that mindset. At the end of the day, the government is doomed and your name is not there.
Yeah.
Then you just go into opposition mode.
Straight.
Yeah, you just go into opposition mode.
But me now
and
in the
become-
campaign, yeah, they
yeah,
read
and-
Bibi na
and
Sunday.
begin to criticize. Look, let me say this again. I said this 2018 and 2019, and I will continue to say it. You people who form political party or who join political party, they join because of the party's mission and vision for the country. The people do not join political party or support political party because when the party win, they will get job. Because guess what? The government cannot employ. No government can employ even 50% of the job.
It's not possible.
You understand? No government can employ even 50% of the workforce in the country. So there's same way you are a Liberian, though you join Unity Party or you join CDC, there are other people who are also Liberians. Maybe they did not decide to join any party. All of you are Liberians equally and have the right to work.
And Marka,
So by joining political party doesn't guarantee you a job in government. Yes, it doesn't guarantee you a job in government.
Your party steward though.
Well, on you party steward,
and that
you can work for your party.
That statement also caused CDC defeat too. When Eugene Nangwe said, no United Partisan will work in the government.
If we are real,
if we are real, you win a year. That was one of the most craziest statements I ever listened to. That no United Partisan will work in our government once we are re-elected. And people shout out and say, yeah. And see how the table turn around? And we're saying this to you. There are some people in this government, Borka will retain. It does not Borka local the what? The National Archive. And it's functioning well. He'll keep Emmanuel Lomax. If you look at the airport and say, well, Martin Hayes is doing extremely well, he'll retain. It shouldn't be about political party.
Because he has said that he was going to run an inclusive government.
Yeah.
So that means people from across all lines will have the opportunity to work in the government. It is not, you see, let me tell you one of the problems that CDC had. CDC, I think it was a commitment that they made to their partisans. They gave their partisans many jobs. And so this is what happened.
Yeah.
They were complacent. It is our party government. This position I have, in fact, it is my right. Because I'm a party, we campaign, we want, so they maybe minister that I'm right to enjoy. I don't care who will take job from me in my government. And you see, for example, so there was not too much pressure on them. There was, in my opinion, there was not too much pressure on them. They were relaxed. They would go to work at any time. Look, President, we was somebody who was going to be visiting some of these ministries.
You're going to dismiss, man. You're going to dismiss.
With surprise visits. You were going to see some of the minister and deputy minister were not going to be at work. They were not there.
Yeah.
Because our party government, we get right to the job. Our job. We'll do it.
What happened?
These are the kind of things they were doing. So they were complacent on the job. Yeah. There was no pressure. Some of them were not performing. They were just occupying the position and carrying the glory and the courtesy.
That party mandate.
So if you draw a government of political party, that's the same result you will have, Unity Party.
And when CDC came to Marka, everybody was just speaking on behalf of the government. Latin, it took almost a year to control it.
Yeah.
When you look, Akara will speak. Yeah. When you look, Tomo Falatu,
scatter communication.
Yes, nobody was speaking. There was no specific mouthpiece. Yes, we have to say this out. So, Black Eye, I mean, the reason I want to say, well, I asked you in an interview, have you heard this saying that you're parked like an old car? He said, well, I'm going to have a government of inclusion, right? You have worked and know the in and out of government. Just a boy car. By now, you should know. You should wake up in the morning and just get a listing and say, well, release this one. Who's responsible for that, sir?
It is hard for...
Who's responsible? Marka David is going to this ministry. John Bryan is going to this ministry. This other person, just drop this release out. Now people will be writing and say, well, let the other person occupy this. Let the other person occupy. Because the pressure for the Liberian people. Liberians anticipate that the rest press should come. Let me start saying it. That Boga won. That Boga won. Some people vote for small rest grade. That Boga won. The Liberians anticipate that the rest price should drop. Hmm? The justice system, when you apprehend and incarcerate someone at the police station, tomorrow you not see them also get that. These are the expectations that are high on Liberian people. Then what do you expect Joseph Boyka to appoint? You expect people who know the system, technocrats. I mean, this thing was saying, we owe it to nobody. Nobody has promised you anything. I want the folks in the United Party to know this. Bringing the old man to power. I mean, some of you will take position.
That's the reason
it shouldn't be a party mandate.
Yeah.
Like what CDC did.
Yeah. That's the reason why I asked Sheikh the last time we interviewed him. I said, before your decision to support the second UP, were there any promise made? You understand?
Oh, you mean all those who get that support,
I asked
right?
that question on purpose. You understand? I asked that question on purpose because we can't just say, oh, nobody promised you job. We don't know whether during these discussions whether people were promised job and this and that. Because if you raise expectation in people, then they expect you to go by some of these things. If you don't do, then your own people will turn around to be your critics. Again, let me re-emphasize that if the government, any government that is highly political, if I say highly political in a sense that if you give job to more politicians instead of technocrats, you will intend see that that government will face some issues. Let me tell you, I said it last time and I will say again, there are Liberian experts, very highly results-oriented Liberian experts in the private sector. If you want to run an effective and efficient government, you have to find some of these Liberians and place them in places to perform. If you think because the political party win the election and so the government, that also politicians should be in the government, we will see the same thing that you criticize happening. You understand? You see it happening.
One of the reasons people call Nathaniel McGill, follow McGill, McGill is the de facto, all of that. And somebody, if Boca don't be very careful, it will happen.
Yeah.
We are seeing names on Facebook that people linked to jobs already. If they are to be nominated, let them hold on and wait. Yes.
And we expect that.
Yeah, man.
We expect that in the coming days, maybe the president, the elect will make
several nominations.
Yeah, we'll make his initial or first batch of nominations.
Damn it, when you're near the first listing.
Yes. So you will see that maybe some of the people who will be part of the joint presidential transition team, some of them will be maybe the first batch of appointees. So so we expect that again. This is one thing the Unity Party has to do. You have to fight very hard to do this, to try what they call expectation management of the Liberian people. You have to do that, because if you continue to make statements that build the kind of expectation that you cannot manage in the minds of the Liberian people, if your statements will tell Liberians that in a couple of days you will see this happening, you see that happening, you see. Look, try to speak to the Liberian people
the first 100 days
in a form and manner that they will manage their expectation. It is because of high expectation that you can see criticism, that you can see protest, that you can see disenchantment. Early protests against an administration. We saw it beginning 2018. We start seeing protests and all of that because of high expectation. So you have to do expectation management with the Liberian people. Tell the Liberian people frankly, what you are able to implement in the space of the budget you have. You see, major development projects that we have seen in this country were all supported from donor partners. Some are on credit, some are on grant. Credit means you will pay back. Grant means somebody give you goodwill, free will. They say, they want to send the government, you're struggling with it one. Maybe Japan will do they want free. Like, for example, the Japanese freeway, the ministerial complex, these were all free will projects. So you see, the budget we got, it hasn't reached 800 million yet. We stay in 700 million. So you should speak in a way that you are able to implement your programs in a space of the budget you have. Don't go about making big promises that you know you were big. Nobody have made any commitment to you. Then you build the expectation of the Liberian people at the end of the day. Then you be struggling to defend. You be struggling to defend.
Great. This
Yeah.
is the Breakfast Show. Well, it's good that our president elect is an elderly man, and normally the elderly people always listen. The old people got patient. If you don't know, no, all of y'all who your personal feel, those of you listening, we'll get the telephone lines open there.
Yes.
We want a better Liberia. That's why during the whole campaign period, we're not sidelining with any political parties. The old people listen, and this man who have elected as our president have been someone who have been president for the Liberian Senate for 12 years. So he knows the in and out of government. He know who can feel if I appoint this person here at the Ministry of Finance, if I send this person as Commerce Minister, if the person be the face of the Foreign Ministry, should I continue with the airport director? Or should I continue with the National Archives? Should I continue with the Minister of Defense, the Liberian National Police, the Minister of Justice? Joseph Boyka is someone who have working government. I say this to you all. Your expectations, we're all Liberian. You mean Liberian men with money, but you get me with information. You get me Liberian men with money, you get me with news. They say radio of all battery have taken over the whole country. Once you have 2% or 3% together, that is not a secret. So what are we hearing? What is it we are hearing you are not hearing? We want to tell our president-elect this morning the expectations, both in the diaspora. Do you know how many Liberians are packing a suitcase to come down to work? You see that one here? Go, oh man, Pumbe. That huge, the waiting, coming back to work. If Joseph Boyka is going to continue with those who have worked in the Ellen Johnson government 12 years. Liberian Washington, there are people who came fresh faces for the Unity Party and campaign heart and soul. And there are others who have worked 12 years during Ellen Johnson time. They are still washing. That's why I made Boyka a man of wisdom. The lady who went to King Solomon with this child. The other one said, this is my child. The other one said, this is my child. He said, okay, bring the knife. Let's split the child. The one who had the child with a passionate appeal and said, no, don't do it. Let her take the child. Because she knew she took 9 months to bear that child. That's why, that's the kind of king we want in our country. With all of the public pressure, Boyka, you have the experience. If not so, the protests we are seeing for Ellen time, from 1847, CDC still have a base in this country in case you don't know. Let me let Liberian people know. I mean, that's why people love the True Breakfast Show. The base that CDC have.
But you've seen on Facebook some seditionists telling you it's our time to criticize
yes.
protest now.
Boyka, let me good morning to you. I used to call Joseph Joe with my black president. I need to find a name for Boyka very soon. Yeah, saying that we should be practicing how to call him president. JMB, the CDC base is still here. Let me just say the opposition, quote unquote, the opposition.
I think Representative Akaras Gray has started doing live podcast
already. Akara now tell the talk show host already.
Yeah. He started. I think he started doing his live podcast already.
And this government should be controlled. Let me say this. Joseph Boyka, good morning to you. You have some good guys on the social media fighting for you. But if they will speak on behalf of the Unity Party of your government, it will cause a problem. Good morning to you. Who's are some of the names to it? If the party will issue a release, it should be on behalf of the party officially. Look at some of the still in the Unity Party. Everybody have their Facebook followers. I'm saying serious thing. One thing I get the CDC government a very tough time to control information. Anytime anybody speak from the CDC, everybody are making their own statement on behalf of the party. Boyka, as we close up to open the telephone lines this morning, this one will decide how to bring on first segment yet. But talk to our leader. You are president of our country. Today, we are shown to the world that those who predicted violence, that we had a peaceful election. The bigger job now is in your hand. The ball is down in your court. You know who to appoint, you know who to retain, and bring the technocrats on the ground. Today, you now accommodate everybody in government. All of you who are campaigning, it's not possible. What do we anticipate? Companies, investors will come and bring companies in Grand Bassa, in Nimba. That's how job opportunity people will have to go into the private sectors and things. But to get everybody in government for civil servant to raise taxpayers' money will be the same old thing who complain on George Weah government.
Yes, okay. So O'Neil, just before we open the line, let me say this to our online viewers.
Okay,
this is a professional platform.
Yeah,
this is
we'll
not
block you.
Yeah, this is not somebody's private platform and you go under there and be using invectives. So I will point out one Mark Biko. Okay, so your remark, I'm going to delete that comment.
They say Boga say your bill roll in 3 months.
So that first
one,
comment he did there.
I'll take it off.
Yes, please take it off. This is a professional platform. This is not your
disagree with us on the issue.
Do not come on this platform and be raining insults. Please don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Yeah, anyway.
Yes. Yeah. So let's activate the lines and
disagree with us on the issue.
Yes, exactly.
Yes,
don't be using invectives.
And it's good that we tell some of you getting angry. Don't do so. It's good that the old people listen.
What I'm saying is that they are going back and forth.
Back and
on
forth.
The line,
you
and
should
then
stop
they
it.
are using words. So
yes, let's get the lines open up. This is the TBS.
0770202579 0770202579 is the line you can use.
0770. Malana executive line now.
Okay, so let me take the first caller. Yes, good morning. Please,
let you go.
Please,
having ourselves in the background.
Please stay away from your monitor. Please do that for us quickly.
I'm the other I just want to encourage the media the problem we got in Liberia right now. We need to advocate for the cities, for the towns, for the community. The appointment of government employees or workers, minister, they lie in the hand of God. And God brought all this far. We are old people. We are not talking for ourselves. We are talking for our children to grow. Look at the city. You should advocate so that Liberia can have the mind of cleanliness. When America have an election, the Republican, the Democrat, they think on America. They're not thinking on the party.
Okay.
So this is why the media should educate the Liberia because we are more in military.
No, we're doing our part.
I'm 65 years plus. So I'm talking about my grandchildren. So we should advocate. The job community should come together, whether where party you came from, so that we can plan our rural community in the city. If strangers come, people come here already.
Okay.
You got some children that come in. But the whole city, the entire world know that Liberia is the most dirtiest city.
Don't you, Ambassador, who said that in the house. We apologize.
Good morning.
Good morning, Marka, and good morning to you, O'Neil. This is Reverend Burgess Eddie Willie from Firestone, Liberia. I want to say thank you this morning for your consistency as a team. I mean, through all, you remain as a neutral journalist, and we hear your works. Thank you so much. But O'Neil, you said something that ginger me. Normally, I don't do this, but I want to read Ecclesiastes 10. I won't take much of the time. I will remain my time. 16 and 17 says, woe unto you, land, when your king is a child, and your princess feast in the morning, to have party in the morning. But happy are you, O land, when your king is a nobleman. No, noblemen don't feast in the morning, they feast in the evening when it is time. So President Marka elect is a wise man. He's not moved by 29 cars in the convoy. Trust me. They're gonna sorry for my background. We're going to appoint people according to technocrat in our party line. Trust me.
Okay.
So thank you so much for the show.
Okay.
Thank you for your input. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka, and good morning to Gabriel O'Neil.
Morning. Go ahead.
Thank you, Chief. This is the voice of Quayle Williams Covey, and I joined this conversation from District City. Let me appreciate you guys this morning for your advice to the United Party, and I think our incoming president Joseph Boakai rightly said that in experience, right, he has worked in almost 2 branches of government, so he understands the functions of government. But you see these people now, when you talk about you won the election, you should leave now from the opposition post and then start to govern. I agree that the United Party need to do that, then communicate and languages that they understand. So you have to engage them in that way.
Oh, so you go the same way? No, man. No, man. They will not get a country yet. We don't have a country yet. Then all of our efforts on the radio is just going in vain. If you say so, you are governor now.
We agree, but look, only we listen to these people from Ghana radio station, and we are hearing this shit, what they are planning to start to do to the incoming government. Anything we're going to say that to engage them diplomatically.
Okay.
Anyway, they come, we will face them in that way to make sure that our government will succeed.
Okay. So what are you hearing that we are not hearing? Maybe you could tell us.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Jimmy Smith calling from Jubo Health Center.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to rebuttal that statement by that lady that the president vehicle, I don't cover anything. We saw that thing happen from 2017 up to this time. This thing happened in the CDC part for government. Maybe director that used to be in the president form, but we put our president in led, you should get rid of that thing. It's too much of partisan.
41 vehicles yesterday. 41 vehicles driving behind the president-elect.
Yeah, we don't need happiness vehicle. We need them to go on and see the work and create more job within the president. We don't need to be behind the president sitting colonel passion. We don't need that. We don't need that.
Okay, you made your point.
They talk, we listen.
Good morning. They talk.
They talk, we listen.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, Marka. Good morning to you. Good morning, people. O'Neill. My name is Daniel Sowood, and I joined for ELFA. Quickly, I want to speak to the vice president-elect. I'm calling on him that his vice presidency should not be an office job. Let him be on the field. Let him move from county to county. Let him make sure that every budget that will be passed for road construction, let him make sure that our money be implemented, that the roads be built. Because I believe that when more leaders come to power, they sit in office and then they give false report to the head of state that what make more government feel. So I'm calling on him to help the old man, say he the younger person to help the old man, whatever they advocate for, whatever donors give them, let it be implemented in a possible direction. Thank you this morning for the show.
Thank you. This is the TBS. Good morning.
Good morning, Big Brother Marka Davis. And let me say good morning to Big Brother O'Neill Roberts. My name is G. Daniel Jr., and I do join the conversation for my resident in Division number 3. I listen to the conversation. I think it is helpful for we as United Party team for us to deactivate the campaign move because our country is at a crossroad, whereas we as young people, we are.
Okay, your call has been harmonized.
There are technical glitches. Anyway,
harmonization. Good morning.
Anyway,
good morning. Go ahead. You're live.
Yeah, I'm Eddie Sanjian speaking from Konapa.
No, we're not enjoying your tune, man.
Yeah.
We want a fast track. Yeah, BBC used to have a show called The Fast Track. We want a fast track this morning, man. Come on.
Ahead. Fire, my man. Go ahead.
I'd like to speak to the vice president Jeremiah. Yeah, Jeremiah Kuhn, you shouldn't say that and say, oh, because this is my son. All is about him now. He work hard to see how best for him to be the next president for the
Jeremiah Kuhn work away in the pleasure of the president. Let me just respond to this guy. You remember the interview? I asked Joseph Boyka, right? Every year that your park will go old car, he said you want to try the car, put it on the racing track. Jeremiah Kuhn is going to work in a way and pleasure of what Joseph Boyka.
Yes, because
one thing Kuhn was going to be doing when Kuhn come back in 2029, it will not be easy. The whole Nima belt, the soft. Anyway, let me keep the other one. Yaka. Batman, so all come by.
Let me take this call. Good morning. Good morning. Please stay away from the receiver, please.
Sorry. Thank you so much.
Go ahead.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Marka, thank you so much for giving me the privilege this morning to talk on the radio about what happened, especially. My point is that the convoy you see with the president yesterday, these are people who were also escorting the president-elect to go to GSP and go speak. And all that have to be in the convoy. So I don't think the president-elect will be carrying out a huge amount of convoy with him all of the time whenever he's going somewhere. These are members of him that follow behind him to go sympathize with the victims that were at the JSK hospital.
There's some of them go there this morning.
Okay.
Who is a hard-working man? He don't sit in office. If you don't know about him, let me tell you today, you always in the trenches, which is doing work well, especially at the time when you were represented as senator in Nema County. You don't just sit in office.
When Kunka also 2029. When Kunka also 2029. God, it will not be easy. When Kunka also, well, that Unity Party will not Unity Party. When Kunka also 2029. Anyway.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning.
How are you?
Yeah, we're doing great. Your name, where you call from?
Okay, my name is T. Will, and I do call from Lavafield Highway.
Okay, sir, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Let me be real here. This old man, he has wisdom, and I believe with my heart that he will lead this country in the right direction. In fact, the people that are behind him, like Reverend Tape, these are people that are full of wisdom. I listen to him every day. The number of advice or whatever he gives to people. Hello.
You're alive. Go ahead, Chief. We are listening.
Okay. I listen to a program on years every year. I can listen to him. The way he can encourage people. When you follow, his ideas, my brother, you'll be successful in life. And I know that these are people when they come in government, the government will be successful. So thank you very much.
Okay, thank you to this one. Good morning. You call and I pick your call. You went off by yourself. Good morning.
Good morning, people, Marka.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Let me say a pleasant good morning to people on you. I'm following from District 4. And this is voice of Africa Voicing. And Marka, before I go any further, let me be quick to say a very big thank you to you and people on you and entire Truth FM family for always flagging this issue of peace. I think you people are some of our flow fighters when it comes to maintaining the peace in this country. So I say bravo. Okay, Bro Marka, this morning, I want to speak directly to President-elect Honorable Joseph Imam Pakai. I listened to people from other sides saying that this issue of auditing is like a witch hunt. But Bro Marka, for me, I don't think it has anything to do with witch hunting. President, we are still in power for 6 years. President, we are took on the mantle. And President, we have had all of the time to carry out auditing on the previous government. That which he failed to do. And we reminded him every day why he was serving.
So this is why you want the Unity Party government to do the audit?
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, but you don't put too much pressure. Let's do it step by step down. Yeah, let's do it step by step. Otherwise, the expectation will not be met, man.
Good morning.
Yeah, my brother.
Good morning.
Yeah, the feedback, we're hearing ourselves in the background.
Always telling you to stay away from the radio when you call. Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to appreciate all those representatives from the southeastern counties and to the president-elect. And I want to advise the representatives are going to their offices in January. That budget surplus thing that they always talk about, 2019, 2020 budget surplus. There's nothing called budget surplus, please.
Okay.
And because we have said it every time they talk this thing, they know. So there's no budget surplus.
And no 30K.
Yeah, no 30K. And budget surplus, I can pay 30K. So budget surplus, each one will get 30K.
Okay.
So the pressure to begin and bring it out is
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where you join us from?
Marka, thanks for your serious work you and the both of you this morning. My name is Lorenzo Babenjama, and I'm calling from Ravi Howard this morning.
Okay.
Thank you guys so much. I got two things on my mind to express this morning, and it is very important. This country called Rwanda. Today we say it's one of the best cleanest country in Africa, almost the world now. They are getting closer. So for we Liberians under the sound of my voice, let us try to be a civilized people. We cannot keep living in our diet, and you crying for typhoid, you crying for malaria, you see that you eat by the diet. We got to work along with this new Liberia we are entering into, so we can make sure we keep the city clean.
Okay.
We are very responsible people. The oldest in Africa, let us pretend as the oldest brother. When your smaller brother comes to your house, let your house be okay. Secondly, for what I'm hearing, I don't know if it was not that past or government officials looting or government offices. Let us not do that. You stay in power for 6 years. You cannot tell me you cannot have full window curtain, you cannot have full laptop, you cannot have full printer, that you have to be looting this property out. Please, for God's sake, it is not appropriate. It's not time as the oldest brother. Let us try to be a unique kind of people. So you prove it to us that when we were crying on you guys yesterday, it is the same you proving that.
All right, great. But Marka, I want to say something before you pick another call on the line. Hold on.
So just
hold on. I want to say something very important. You know, some of you became minister around here, right? You became director, deputy. It was not your right. It was a privilege for you to serve your country. Those who are qualified, those technocrats, it is their own time now. You should be telling George we are thank you. Some of you from nowhere, you became minister, assistant ministers. You didn't live up to the expectation. And this is why you see people will be calling for more abundant districts by next year. Trust me. The calls will be receiving, we'll see it in Ellington. Because you have to drop the expectation too much. Yes.
Okay, let's take this person. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka.
Good morning.
Good morning, O'Neill Rabba.
Na papi que está here.
No.
This is the voice of Holy Muhammad Kakwe.
Your background.
Your background
and
I go for no man. No.
Is bad. You have to call us back. Your background is bad. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you, Marka? How are you, Oni?
We're good. Go ahead.
Thank you. My name is Ituma Kogo. I call from Saketi.
Okay, go ahead.
Only the interesting part of this thing is that the old man has taken over this country in a good way that the CC-led government has exposed everyone. So people who are saying they shouldn't do all it's necessary, you have to do the necessary audit. And the confusion is that the local here now are only qualified for city mayor, superintendent, or local position. But now they want to go and pick up ministries. And this will be affecting the process. So the woman should do the work. Stay here for the next 6 years, keep watch and keep talking. And we'll use it to propagate everything we see.
Yeah, but we'll start already.
Okay.
We'll propagate everything. You know, that's how we
Thank you. Thank you for
election.
joining us from Nimba County.
Oh, you call from all the way Nimba?
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Good.
Good morning.
That's good.
Good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Firebody. I join you for Central Nima Secretary.
That's
okay.
Good.
Go
Nimba
ahead.
County. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much for the show this morning. You know, if I can think about the time I'm after preaching, he said, the city where I said, Lord, in the Bible, those are the city where I told Jesus to be crucified. And today, people who were even against Joseph Marka presidency, these are the same people who want to mount pressure on Joseph Marka to start an edit government, preparation. Forget about him. I'm urging everyone to please forget about Joseph Marka. He's an experienced leader.
Very well. Very, very well.
Very experienced. So he has the foundation for this country. Before even coming to the presidency to raise, he already started to know what he's supposed to do for the people of that people. So people who are coming to seek jobs, even some of us are here in Secretary, we ran campaign. Our expectation is not compared to do who did not even campaign for Joseph Marka.
Also, you ran campaign Secretary.
Yeah.
You're expecting something? You're expecting something? You're expecting something?
I'm not. What I'm trying to say, my expectation is not even high.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay.
Yes. Those are not support. Those are the people who want to enjoy more people who support.
Okay.
And those are the people even now when you get to the Jewish ministry, they are carrying that letter, they're looking for their brothers and connecting their brothers based on travel line to get the best of their life.
Okay.
Those are the major factors that is affecting the people. And why I just said in my mind, everything that is being understood here is that Joseph Marka is a man of foundation. He knows what he want to do. Nobody can tell you. When you get a looking in man now, you get to know the ideology of government.
No.
Already been, yes.
Like Papa was saying, you don't know it all.
They
You don't know it all. No.
Take that into it.
Well, there you go. You don't know it
Okay,
all. In a
okay.
Buckeye tune.
Eat Joseph Boca alone, then the man take his time to drink it to the soup. Think about it.
La papaya la tobagi.
You said where exactly you're talking about, man, pepper soup. Good morning.
You don't know it all.
Good morning, Marka, and good morning, O'Neill.
Good
Amen,
morning.
Hammer.
Emma Hammer and going to Car City this morning. Marka, I generally advise our president-elect Ambassador Joseph Nima Boakai. And the corridor the corridor Labrador is the corridor is the corridor of each and every one of us. And the 18 the corridor say all Labrador should have equal opportunity of work.
Correct.
Regardless of our job, our ethnic partner, or political affiliation. I'm asking Ambassador Boakai, we should have a one segment on our town on the panel of the Supreme. Labrador who are qualified and competent can get an opportunity to work. Especially the last one, our 3-day course should come back.
You mean the 3-day free call?
Our 3-day real free course should come back.
Yeah, the expectation. How about the rest? Let's take one more call to bring us sports this morning.
Yeah.
He said, they talk, we listen. But in the Joseph Boyka voice, he'll say, you don't know it all.
Yeah.
You don't know
So
it
this
all.
is the final
Yeah.
call. Good morning.
Amen.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Thank you. This is the pause of election move for I joined the conversation this morning with station number 6.
Mm-hmm.
Not the right country. And I may appreciate you and Brewer with you for bringing the platform to our doorstep every morning. And Brewer Marka, to be frank, let me say this to the president-elect when we tell them about for politics, I think we are all Liberians and people of competence should be given the opportunity to serve our country as we are being elected by the Liberian people. It shouldn't be just shouldn't be given on basis of who supported you or who come from local country or Nima country. But I think for all March and the development of Liberia, jobs should be given to people who are competent to execute those functions. Thank you this morning for the opportunity for them.
Exactly. Thank you. So
Yes. I mean, it's been wonderful.
yeah.
Yes. Thanks for all of your calls, man. We just can't keep picking calls and on as due of time. It's 4 minutes down, 9 o'clock.
Says correct. Why I issue the money?
It's a problem.
I'm a leader of government.
No, not your government. All government. No, not your government. The government for every Liberian.
Government.
You know, one thing Ambassador Boycott, the president-elect, would do, when he's speaking, you're not addressing United Partisan, you're addressing everyone as a Liberian.
Yeah.
Because you see the pressure, when you open telephone lines, people start calling. These are the kind of things that will start to build up.
Exactly.
Yes. And this government is for every one of us. He's president for everyone. George is still president for every Liberian. Anyway, so as we close up this morning, thanks for all of your calls. Good morning to the doctor, the nurses, the teachers. Good morning to all of you. Those of you in the private and public sectors, would like to say good morning. Thanks so much. Liberia remains our prior, our first, our second, our last in the midst of all country first. Yes, we're going to bring you sports right here. 9:15 this morning. We'll bring on former representative candidate from district number 6, Augustus Duncan, Bishop Augustus Duncan. Will be our guest here on the last segment of the Truth Breakfast Show in the midst of all country friends. Let's bring you sports this morning. They talk, we listen. They kick the boy. We watch it, we entertain, and just enjoyed it. Let's link up with Naomi Tapia this morning as she bring us post right here on the True Breakfast Show this morning. We'd like to say good morning to you, Naomi. Good morning.
Good morning, O'Neill. Good morning, everyone. Junior professionals pinned Wadogisi FC 1-0 in the second division league Tuesday at the Tusa Feet to make advancement in the league log. Counter-based Mighty Enforcers and Blackman Warriors settled to a goalless draw in the day's second soccer showpiece, while the Church Boys of Jubilee bowed to league leaders Carisbrough-based Shatter FC 4-1 in the encounter at the Samarkand Sports Complex participate. Parks FC dread Philadelphia Lone Star 3-1 at the ATS to make progress. Canasville FC defeated Magibi FC 3-1 at the Antoinette Tottenham Stadium, and Sano MPA defeated Nema FC 3-1 in continuation of the second division league. Nema United were the 2-1 winners over Life FC at the GWTC Sports page to climax the second division fixtures. Sam Moses is expected to have trial with Cyprus club AC Omonia in the coming days, according to Pet 24 Sports. Two Gambian youngsters, Mustafa Zoft and Modu Keita of BST Galaxy FC, had successful trials with the club's under 19 team. The club is one of Cyprus's most successful football clubs, having won 21 national championships, 16 cups, and a record 17 Super Cups. Another development, Mamadi Sharif, has been appointed as the new head coach of Granco County football team by the County Sports Steering Committee. Nigeria Sports International reported the former Montserrat County head coach was announced recently after being chosen by the County Technical Committee following a screening procedure. Sharif was hired on a one-year contract with the mandate of winning the 2023-4 football edition of the National County Sports Meet. Ghana and South Africa suffered shock defeats in qualifying for the 2026 FIFA World Cup, while Cameroon and Senegal were forced to settle for draws away from home. Ghana were beaten 1-0 by Comoros in their Group A contest in Moroni through Mixonia Moludi's fan solo effort 2 minutes before halftime, while Uganda pulled off a sharp 2-0 win at home against South Africa to move to the top of Group C ahead of Bafana and Nigeria. Senegal were held to a goalless draw by Togo in Lomé, and Libya fought back to draw 1-1 with Cameroon in front of a fervent crowd in Benghazi. As well on Tuesday, there were wins for Tunisia, Burkina Faso, Cape Verde, Uganda, and Namibia. Morocco, who became the first African side to reach the World Cup semifinals in Qatar last year, played their first qualifier away against Tanzania, and Zambia seek a second straight win away against Niger in neutral Marrakech. Africa will have a guaranteed 9 teams at the expanded 2026 finals in Canada, Mexico, and the United States, with the chance of a 10th team to qualify via intercontinental playoffs. Leicester defender Harry Scooter scored the only goal as Australia beat Palestine in front of thousands of fans in a World Cup qualifier in Kuwait. The match was Palestine's second since the start of the Israel-Gaza conflict. Australia's players are making a 5-figure donation from their match fees to humanitarian efforts in Gaza, which will be matched by Football Australia. Coach Grant Arnold said preparations had been quite stressful as the game had moved from the West Bank to Kuwait. More than 1,200 people have been killed in a series of attacks launched by Hamas in Israel, with around 240 taken as hostages, while Gaza health authorities say more than 11,000 have been killed in the territory. Palestine were without defender Ibrahim Abumel, Ahmed Kulab, and Khalil Nasbrat, with all 3 stuck in Gaza. The march was attended by 14,537 fans, with those supporting Palestine waving flags without and holding up posters saying Free Gaza. The last time Palestine played at home was against Saudi Arabia in 2019. That's all from our sports desk.
So now, Tapia, I was supposed to a regular feature right here on the Truth Breakfast Show on Truth FM. The show is brought to you by Liberia's #1 GSM company. Orange Liberia is proud to bring you the Truth Breakfast Show. Let's get a break. We'll be right back. We'll come back. We'll bring on Representative candidate Bishop Augustus Duncan on the last segment of from the Truth Breakfast Show. Let's get our sponsors from the #1 GSM company in Liberia, Orange Liberia.
Man, life just got so much better for me, man. Wow. What happened?
Starting today.
Oh, Tell me that thing simple English. Orange are created.
Starting today. Why not have a little more fun? Why not use money this easily? Why not get even closer to family? Why not work how you've always wanted? Fun, money, family, work. No network keeps you connected to it all, quite like Orange. It's all about what matters to you. Orange. Starting today. Why not have a little more fun? Why not use money this easily? Why not get even closer to family? Why not work how you've always wanted? Fun, money, family, work. No network keeps you connected to it all, quite like Orange. It's all about what matters to you. Orange. Starting today. Why not have a little more fun? Why not use money this easily? Why not get even closer to family? Why not work how you've always wanted? Fun, money, family, work. No network keeps you connected to it all, quite like Orange. It's all about what matters to you.
And let's bring a little bit entertainment, man. And I'm seeing Bishop Augustus Duncan. He coming up shortly. We're bringing up right here on the last segment of the TBS 96.1 the Hot and Soul of Liberia. Well, this is Oni Roberts.
Another banger, baby, calm down, calm down. Yo, this your body, it puts in my heart for lockdown, oh lockdown. Yo, you sweet life, phantom, phantom. If I tell you say I love you, you know they for me, young girl, oh young girl. No, tell me no, 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 oh, 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 oh. Baby, come give me your lo, 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 oh, 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 oh. You got me like whoa, 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 whoa. Shawty, come give me your lo, 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 oh, 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 oh. I see this fine girl from my party, she wear yellow. Every other girl they do too much, but this girl mellow. Now in my fine situation, I go use they tell I'm mellow. Finally, I find way to talk to the girl, but she ain't no one follow. Who you gonna phone for? No?
This station rules the nation.
Then I start to feel a bum bum bum. But she did give me small small one. I know she start to pass it down one one. But she feeling insecure, cause her friends when they come a light drink go on. When they come a light drink go on.
Oh yeah, so this guy performed this on the Ballon d'Or. I just fall in love with him, man. Hey, calm down. Good morning, Abraham Shaw.
Baby, come give me your lo 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 lo.
All right, folks. Entertainment is part of the True Breakfast Show. It's a nice song. It's Rima. Yes, Rima. It's a nice song. It's called Countdown. He performed the song at the just ended Ballon d'Or. So we have three Africans now, I mean, cutting across the world. We saw the BET, Bruno Boy, the FIFA World Cup, Davido. Now you have Riemann performing at the Ballon d'Or. And one of these days, we'll see a Liberian, Jazino. All these three guys are from Nigeria. Yes. Maybe at some point in time, we'll see, yes, a Liberian, going on the international world, performing with music. Yes, that is it. DJ's X, good morning to you. He's a big fan of this song. Yes, this is the Breakfast Show, 96.1 The Heart and Soul of Liberia, 18 minutes down, 9 o'clock. My name is Oni Roberts. Marka did this to get us straight out to 10 o'clock this morning. Straight back to politics. Well, we have in studio from District number 6 representative candidate, Bishop Augustus Duncan, live with us on the last segment of the TBS. Good morning to the folks in Nidat, Saclipia, Bond, Truth FM 96.9, always carrying us live. Thanks so much, Cyprian, Peter, Pan, Tope, Sheikh Sharif, the rest of the guys. I was making sure that we come through the radio every morning. Yes, thank you so much. In the midst of all, country first. Augustus Duncan is our guest on the last segment. Good morning to you, Bishop Augustus Duncan.
Good morning, O'Neill. It's happy to see you again. I have not seen you for a long time, and we've been busy working. So I'm happy to be on the show this morning. I want to say good morning to your team.
How's the district?
People of Liberia.
Great. That's a great word, Augustus Duncan. How's district number 6?
Well, we did our best in conscientizing our people based on our ideas and ideology, but the district spoke. I strongly believe in the handwork of our of night, and I believe that the election was free and fair, and the people decided who they wanted. It was very and after that, we decided to move forward. I was called by a friend and brother, Javon Smith, right after the representative process. And he said, my man, look, come and give me some of your expertise. Come and be one of my strategists. And we've been concentrating on Rivercell. Javon Smith worked so hard in Rivercell. He spent his resources. And I was there to back him up, making sure that Joseph Burger get on the ballot. We just did that on our own.
Okay.
The kind of man that was in the picture, and we had to support him. So we just worked and did what we wanted to do.
Okay. Great. So we'll get back to that. Let's hear your own experience. You contested in District 6. You were one of the favorite candidates to have won the election, but the result didn't go your way. People came around you for the good reason, for the wrong reason. You saw all those who are pushing your agenda. Let's give a recap for at least 2 minutes.
I can't understand up to today's date what happened. I used to go to places like the Wimbatan, the Kingray. I'm from the Basso tribe, not the Travelers. I'm from Rivercell. My father is from Rivercell. My mother is from Picano. And District 6 is complete Basso district. And it's not about tribalism, but I was really celebrated when I go into places. It was like the people receiving a president, and my ideas were flowing out there. The people hated some of the candidates so bad, and I thought I already won, but this is Liberia and this is politics. And the result came, and I was very surprised.
Before the election, you thought you have won the election already?
I thought I have won because from the kind of overwhelming result I was getting from the people, And
how do you tell Liberian politics? It's a dirty game. It's a mixture of signs that you see the crowd, they cheer you out. Well, this thing is over. But at the end of the day, the results go to
the people are going to build up your enthusiasm. They're going to build up your curiosity. And the problem is you really don't know where it goes. Sometimes it's all about money. Sometimes, there were people that came before us and they mishandled the whole process, and people believe in what you gave them. Some people not looking at being very objective. Who is this person? What to bring to the table? how many Liberians they got employed, what can they do? Let's look at the character, let's look at the integrity. No, people are not looking at character and integrity anymore. People are looking at, look, what can I get? I put in my pot. What can I eat today? Who can provide that? And these are the things. We spend a lot of money, and there are a lot of people in the race. So sometimes money play the game. Sometimes, a lot of things happen overnight, uh, and that's it. But it was a learning experience, it was a learning experience. But I love the people of the Republic. They spoke, and we accepted. I think election commission did extremely well. The process was very well.
I mean, you have to move on. I mean, great. So right after the first round, October 10th, as results start to come in everywhere, you already know your fate already as well. You stay in District 6. And immediately I placed a phone call to you. You said, well, I'm in Riverside. And I said, doing what? He said, well, I've lost considered in District 6, but I'm here to campaign. I said, for who? You said, well, to make sure Ambassador Boycott be elected as president. Yes. Yeah, share your experience with us in Riverside.
Instruction from the office of the incoming president. This is somebody I did with 1997, 98. He even contributed towards my wedding. I had a company called Opening Line Engineering Services. He was the board chairman. I took direct instruction from then our incoming president, Joseph Burgard. I know who I was working with, and I know everything about this man. He had a little cocoa business running in Valtown, 1997, 98. I was always in our office, always in our office. So I just decided when Gifford Smith told me, look, my man, come and be my strategy. I know it didn't go your way, but I know who you are. I have listened to you, and moreover, I know your family. I know everybody. I know your academic potency. So come and work with me. And I decided to just go ahead and I started working with Gifford Smith, a very nice man, the senator. He was leading the whole thing, in Riverside, across the river.
The campaign was a difficult campaign. Was it a difficult campaign selling? You have a popular president, George Weah, then you sell on him Joseph Boycott.
Very difficult because you got people who used to just, getting stuff, give me, and you just give it. And now we are going in to talk to these people with practically nothing. What Gifford Smith make available, the little one, and all of those stuff. That's all we had to work with. That man did extremely well in Riverside, the Senator Gifford Smith, and I applaud him for that. He did well for the party, and we all were on board. We gave the best advice we could. We worked the best way possible to make sure that our Joseph Burger win the day. We did what we could do.
Okay, we do what we could do. Great. Now the process is over. He has been announced by Elections Commission. Going back to it, what do you hear from the poor of Riverside in terms of the campaign? I guess because we on River, we don't know it all in the Buckeye tone. What were they saying to you? What are doing your time of campaigning?
With the expertise we have, I would just love to give one or two things out there. Our people are going through excruciating pain in our nation. If you look around and if you take a retrospective view in our nation, you see grown men playing ludus. They sit home. Men have become children, and because there is no job, the woman have to go and hustle. And all I can say, the restart button is right in the hands of our incoming president. I want to say congratulations to him. It's right in his hands. If you have traveled, if you travel or new, like the way some of us travel in Europe, United States, and all over Africa, I traveled a lot. Whenever you travel and come back to our country, you wonder if we are still operating in the 21st century or we in the 14th or 15th century. You can take a laptop anywhere in Ghana or you go other country, you just take it anywhere in the city. Bam, you on the internet, you got a lot of options. Even in the airport, everywhere. You come to our place, no way. And sometimes you wonder because if you look around you, you see that instead of moving forward and progressing, we are taking a regression approach. But one of the problems we have that need to be addressed on you in our country, one of the things that Liberians do not want to follow, and I want to say that because our president, incoming president, have to the restart button in his hand is system and control. system and control. In every developed nation,
System and control.
must have system. You must have control. Without system and control, even in your own house or new, if you don't put system in place, then there is no control.
So in order to have the system and control, now you have to bring on board the technocrat. Well, like Augustus Duncan, it's good to serve in this capacity. You feed the person at the rightful areas, not because of partisan line.
No, we're looking at competency in the process. Let me tell you, whenever you compromise competency, then you have a bad job done. You know, people who are not competent compromise. So if you put somebody in the office who is not competent, definitely you know they're going to compromise. But when people are competent, the job is done because they're going to put in system and control. In the first place, go in our ministry. What is money doing in the hands of people? You go process ID, you go process driver license, you go process this, car, you go process marriage. Money is in the hands of people. And you know, I think our incoming president is aware of this. Why should money be in the hands of people? There should be a crime. The question is all of this money going in government in government account? Money should not be in the hands of people. These are things we need to put in place. System need to be put in place. We have to put in place strategic plans. We need to set objective. This incoming government, we need to set objective. We need to set goals, priority, and, you know, that will lead to strong and good action, you know, that will give good result. Monitoring our administrative bureaucracy is very important. And in this process, if you have good technocrats, you have people with great expertise, they will analyze weakness, they will analyze strength, they will analyze potential opportunity and threats. You know, so competency is the key of the day, and I think they should be the trump card of the unity party. Competency. Because when you don't have competency, then people compromise. One of the things I really want to strike on you suggest it is important that, you know, from the child state of time up to date, when you take when you analyze our government and the modus operandi of our of the government and our people, it is very important for us to take key decisions that will at least help the government, you know, to be financially potent. There's a need for us to privatize places like water and sewer, LEC, you know, the hospital, GFK, the medical facility. Because whenever you privatize, those that are coming in, they come because they will coming in to maximize profit. You privatize, you get a company from either the West or from Europe, from Africa, from South Africa, other places. You got a lot of company. These people will come in, they come in to make business. So what they are trying to do is to maximize profit. Now, based on the arrangement between the company and government is going to get something every year. Every year. Look at our telephone situation. It's a little bit settled. Just about communication in. And you know, and right now we don't have communication problem. People in the village, they got a smartphone, they're talking. That was privatized. So whenever you privatize, government has the opportunity to save a lot of money. Because if you do not privatize, and government want to take initiative to run the institution, government is going to spend money. Government is going to spend money on water and sewer. Government is going to spend money on electricity, you know, on a lot of medical facility. And this is going to bring the financial strength of the government down. But whenever government privatizes institution, government will reap more benefit because this institution every year, based on the contract, will give government some money. With that, government will have enough money, you know, to facilitate the well-being of the citizen. You know, privatize payroll on you. Government will be able to engage into farming and provide security for the people. Very, very important. And these are things, and our incoming president have the stop button right in his hand.
The stop button.
And one of the things, O'Neill, I want to suggest, we need to overhaul the system.
Overhaul? Yeah. So wait, you say overhaul? You mean get rid of those who I feel desperately and retain some of them. Lord.
That's a very great idea. But look, from ministry to ministry, and as we decentralize our activities, government activities throughout the country, it is important for us to serve a Morovia. This ministry, do we know how many workers we have in finance ministry? Do we know how many people we are receiving paycheck out of the ministry? We need the team of experts, people with great expertise, from the minister down to the sweeper. We're trying to clean up corruption. We may not do 100%, but we can minimize it to a level. We need to put this country back on the map. Liberia need to be recognized among committees of nations. And these are things other countries doing. Let me tell you something. Competency. I was in the United States with you when some experts from Ghana went to the United States. I think I was studying at Eastern University. And these guys went and they started recruiting doctors, medical doctors, surgeons, Ghanaians, administrative managers. Those guys went home. They arranged for the guy. How much you making here? Okay, this is what the government will be able to pay you. We're looking at competency. Today, West Africa, everybody is running to Ghana. You see the Ghanaians, 26, 27 years old, they are brain surgery, heart surgery. But guess what? They learn all of these things from the United States. So competency is very, very important. So we need to overhaul the system. We need competent people. Overhaul the system. Make sure there is no growth need in the ministry. Make sure we check on all of the department. Where's the director? What is the educational qualification? Because we're looking at competency. We want a nation to move forward. So we need to put people in place. There's difference between management and leadership. You see,
management and leadership.
Management versus leadership. Managers are people who are concerned about their reports. They want to make sure it's on time because they have to give it over to the boss. Leaders are people that people follow. Now, in our work environment, especially for government, we have to be careful who we make leaders. We have to be careful who we make managers. You understand? Because when you take a manager and make that manager a leader, he's not concerned about the people. He or she is not concerned about the people. The problem why you come in late, no. They're only concerned about people. So we need people that will come in to make sure they put their expertise in place. You need managers and leaders. But the question is, how do you place them, to function? It's very key and very important. So we need to overhaul the system. We need to set priority. We need to make sure we put objectivity in place. We set goals, and these goals have to be monitored if this government will have to succeed. And our incoming president have the restart button right in his hands.
Okay, so the restart button, and this restart button now, I'll talk about. I was like saying, people's expectations are so high. Everybody's expecting the fair share of the cake. Well, because I have campaigned, I deserve to go to this place, and this president-elect is a very seasoned man, very experienced. Was president of the Liberian Senate for 12 years, so he knows the in and out of government.
Yeah, I think with the old man expertise and his educational background, as I said, I took instruction from this old man 97 when I was general manager for Obenila Engineering Services. It was an engineering institution who were running services. In fact, we had a contract with NSA, and we ran our services there. And he was the board chair. I interacted with him for 1 or 2 years, and I had to leave to go for studies in the United States. And but he's prompt. He knew exactly what he's doing. He believed in system and control. I was always in our office in Valentine taking instruction. This is why I decided to go out to talk to people about him, to serve as strategy. To the honorable Senator Gideon Smith, who was off from leading the team in Riverside, especially in Yading District. He said, look, God's come and be my on strategy, and we'll work hard. We work hard. At least we got result from there. I mean, against all odds. You know what, people were dishing a lot of stuff, money and rights and all of these stuff, but he was able to make the difference. We all were able to make the difference. You see, so it's very, very significant. We have strong confidence. You have the restart button in his hands. We should not learn to ostracize people. As I said, competency is the answer of the day.
Okay, let's go back with all of this. With all reconciliation, I mean, we can move forward as a country. I mean, the election is now over. Like in the Sarah Bezel Yanti voice, she said, well, election is an event. After the event, we'll have to move on as a country. It's a country divided. I mean, we'll see things running on the social media now. The social media now plays a very huge part in our politics. You know, people go one another neck back to back. And if I'm writing against Augustus, you'll see that this person is deeply involved into reconciling the country. What do we move for? What do the president-elect start from?
You know, whenever there is an election, you got people from different school of thought on you, people from different political background. They have their own deepest intent, using the will, the mind, and the emotion to make decisions. People are feeling hurt. But as times elapse, you know, and people start to see things happening, start to see competence, and start to see real work, people get healed and say, oh, you know what? I think I was looking at this situation very wrong, but this is the right way we can do it. Institution must utilize, you know, administrative and management skill, because if we do that, what we expect progress, full progress. But if we don't do that, then of course the very people that are sitting and watching will come right back at us and say, but then what is the difference? And trust me, there are people on the media. There are a whole lot of Liberians on the media. They just want to sit and watch. People are watching. People want to criticize. People want to come down hard on the old man. People want to look at his administrative routine, his bureaucracy, and what is being put in place. So that's what I'm saying. The restart button is in the hands of our incoming president. You know, it is very significant at this time to examine institution internal strength and weaknesses to move forward. I want to repeat this. It is because people are watching it. When this will make you one of the best in our nation. When you ask these questions, you push people to deliver, to answer these questions. And, you know, and I think knowing who you are, because I have sat on this platform over, I think, maybe 10, 11, 12 times, probably 15 times. And I have sat with you and know we are, after some time we have conversation. I think your expertise is also needed. We need all Liberians, you know.
I'm okay on the radio. I'm doing I'm giving back a national service. Apart from the radio, I can still survive from the classroom.
No, my man, we're looking at people who.
Is it that because I campaign for Augustus Duncan, you campaign for Joseph Boycott, that you deserve something? Is it that we should go?
Now, we're looking at competence. We want this nation to move forward. In order for our nation to move forward, we have to put together expertise that will move this nation forward. I know we got great expertise in our country. We got to look out there. For Liberia to move forward, look, there are a lot of people in Europe, in Asia, in even Africa, learning, and the United States that want to come on to be a part of the whole process, to make sure that this is the only country we have. This is not time to ostracize. This is not time to play game. This is time to bring people on board who have different expertise to move this country forward. This is all we are saying.
Go for the technocrat. Go for the technocrat and put them where they belong.
Where they belong.
If Augustus Duncan earns 3 masters, and you know that, let me push you a little bit. Say you're trying to push me because I told you, say I'm okay to where I belong. Yeah. Yes. Let me push you. You have 3 masters, and you contested, and well, the people still didn't vote at you. But yet still, if you are caught upon, will you say no, or continue?
No, if I'm caught upon a work, you know, we left this country to went abroad to ascertain knowledge, and whenever knowledge is inculcated in the minds of people, you have to be able to come back and deliver that which you have learned to your people. Then we're not going to practice subversion, turning away from what is right. We
So if they knock your door, you open up to serve.
Oh yeah,
Simple as that.
We're going to open up and we're going to serve.
and you try to push me myself, try to shop you too.
Frank, to be frank, O'Neill, you're one of the best when it comes to journalism, and I think you deserve. You are proving that beyond all reasonable doubt. You're one of the men. My radio is on the True Breakfast Show, 24 hours. My radio is on your station because I love you. I've been interviewed from, by other institutions, but I love your intake.
In the midst of all country phrase, country phrase. Okay, so before we go to the telephone lines, reconciling the country. This country has shown to the world that President George Weah himself should be given credit. It takes for an African leader, to do what he said. Well, congratulations, Joseph Boyka. Liberian people have spoken.
Both leaders set records, man. I'm telling you, what George Weah have done, not only for Liberia, but for Africa. People are discussing our president all over the world. The result have not even yet concluded. And he succeeded. He conceded. This is great for Africa. In most cases, O'Neill, for leaders to leave power, it always comes with struggle. But Joe made it very easy. He's a humble guy, it ain't go his way, it ain't go his way. It never went his way. All you have to do, caution his style, and make sure the transition is quiet, is free, and let us come together. You see, in Europe, United States, and other part of the world, when there is election, people have differences. After the election, people come together for the common good of the nation. And before I conclude, I was saying something. I said it is very significant for before we succeed and for this government to succeed, that we analyze every institution, internal strength and weaknesses, and create external opportunity and look at threats within these institutions. If we don't do this, what is going to happen, O'Neill? The institution will go down. So this is why it's very significant for us to establish goals. What are the goals of Joseph Boyka, our incoming president? What are some of the objectives? What are things that are on his mind? The priority that he's setting.
Is the expectation too high from Liberians now? So is the expectations? Let's look at the expectation of Liberian people. That yes, the Boyka will win. I get you listening to the song throughout the campaign. Yeah, the Boyka will win. Yes, that is expectation. Is it going to push the unity party? Well, yes.
Everywhere you pass, people think, the ambassador, the president in which.
This is good for government. When the people expectations are so high, is it good for government? Put a lot of pressure on the government that you have 6 years mandate, you must deliver for Liberian people.
Yes, people expectations are so high because looking at his track record, looking at who he is and what people talk about him, people just feel the woman is about to perform miracle. This is why I'm talking about competency. This is why I'm talking about system and control, making sure we do what is right. Because after a year or two, when we're not going anywhere, we'll find ourselves back into the same place. So it is very prudent for all Liberians to come up with expertise and come up with strategic plan that will move this nation forward. How can we help our incoming president? What are those innovations? Competency. We need people who will work out of the box, people who will be innovative, people who will create great enthusiasm and curiosity to make sure things work. You understand me? Things work. We got to leave the process of demands because we already find ourselves in demands. How can we resurrect? How can we resurrect our nation? How can we move forward? How can we leave from the 15th, 14th, 16th, 17th century back into the 21st century? How can we do it?
Okay.
This will fight. We can do this with egotism.
All right. The voice of Bishop Gossos Duncan, representative candidate, district, former representative candidate, District 6, Monserrato County. He tried to pull him by the tail. I also pull him by the horn. I mean, we're all like, bro, this country belongs to every one of us. Bishop, I said something. I mean, myself also is guilty of it. Whenever we make a travel, the first thing we as Liberians will take the phone and want to take all of the beautiful pictures to send on the social media. Yes. Yes, for other people country. Once you travel and land in the man land on the man home soil, the first thing we do, I'm guilty of that also. We'll take the cell phone and we'll turn the camera up before us and take pictures to send back. But when we come to our own country, man, we wish for the worst thing to happen.
We always travel from New York. We go to Europe. Sometimes we drop through. When we come to Africa, we drop to Casablanca. Sometimes we go to this Mali, Bamako, right? So one time we're in Bamako, even in Casablanca. My wife said, "God, is this Africa?" I said, "Yes, this is Africa." La people got they put in Mali, they run behind cow, run behind cow. Go to Mali, go to Bamako, go to the airport. You understand? You see system and control. And and sometimes you come into our place, you want to sit beside the road and cry. You want to cry before you say, "Look, let me get in the car and go back and rest." You see? So it's collective effort. We all can sit and criticize. But the question is now is, what can we do? We shouldn't ostracize people. People, a lot of people complain a lot. Some of the things I heard, we say, "Oh, people come, let us build our country." But then when the people come, people try to ostracize them. Because, this person got this great credentials and we don't want them near because we feel like we're going to lose our job. And we push people that are supposed to help the system. We push them away. Those kind of behavior need to get outside. It's time for this nation to be built. It's time for us to move forward. It's time for us to make Liberia great again.
All right. Make Liberia great again. Gussos Duncan, Bishop Gussos Duncan, live with us on the breakfast show. Is about 11 minutes up to 10 o'clock. Let's get the lines activated and pick a few calls up. You can now call and participate. Let's take to the discussion. 077 153-265 0770-153-265. You can participate by calling us this morning 0770-153-265. Put the technocrat where it belongs. Yes. I like what he said. Yes. 0770-153-265. Give us a call. Let's hear from you this morning right here on the True Breakfast Show. Let's pick our first caller this morning. Good morning. Morning. Caller, are you there? We just got a hold on. Yes, go ahead. Hello. Well, I think the line is muted. I'm sorry. 0770. Caller, are you there? Good morning. Well, yes. Just hold on. Hold on. Okay, call back, and let's see if we can have you on this morning. Yes, this one, yeah. Good morning. Morning. Yeah, you live. Go ahead. John from Mount Barclay. Go ahead. Okay. All right. She feeling her own right there. Anyway, good morning. Morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to bless God so much for your guest this morning or your expose.
Okay.
For Liberia to be better, these things the incoming government have to work on them. Because if they fail, Liberia will be worse than ever before. So I want to appreciate God so much for Shedonkin. I want to appreciate for his expose this morning. God bless you.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So compliments for Gussos Duncan. Let's get another call on the line. Good morning. Morning.
Yeah, good morning, Olu Rabo. Again, I joined this morning from District number 6.
District 6. Go ahead.
way. I think we may have a better platform than our own people, and now honestly, platform of food. Now I want to ask him why did he join a party? Because why did you join a party? In order so you can contain a party symbol. But now you talk about your time after a party have going through the
but normally in a runoff, everybody will support a side, so that's a normal thing.
Yeah, but I be like going on the party ticket. I mean, when you better from where I say you being friend on the water, I mean, you have to come and tell me. Going to buy a ticket for a body position.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. And the man boy enough to say, yeah, he can play against you, but you have a good dream for the district. Good morning. Morning. Morning.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Let me say good morning to Bishop Duncan. My name is Develop Thomas, and I joined a conversation from looking time. Let me say, congratulations to the president-elect, Joseph Marka. And you keep talking about the Liberian expectation is high. Yes, it has to be high because as the expertise we have. The Liberian people believe in the man. We know that, we expect different things from him. Not everyone's going to like it for him. But we expect the private sector to be, available for those that will be able to be prepared. Even in the government sector, and now we're going to be there for the United States. Those that are competent, even over the United States, we should be able to serve. And finally, people like Gabriela, maybe now I'm on the house, the people's salary, you're going to throw how much the post to the nine.
Oh, okay. Anyway, they talk, we listen. Let's see if we got 2 more calls on the line this morning. Good morning.
Hello?
Morning. Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning.
Great, I'm fine. Go ahead.
Okay, George, I joined this company. I just want to congratulate the studio guest, Bishop Duncan, this morning. I listened to him carefully speak about competency, and that is very important in our 21st century. But O'Neill, let me just say something to you in respect of people that are very much competent on the other side. One thing that should be attached to competency is to be a passion, to be passionate. You can have all the qualifications, you can be competent to the largest, you don't have passion for your country, you will not transform this country into anything. There are some people that are working the systems and they don't have chance for their competency. So part of it is one of the keys that should be attached to competency. Secondly, my recommendation to Honorable Marka as our president-elect today, I want him to prioritize agriculture. And let him make sure that every senator representative in this country, including all ministers, every minister should have farms in their various counties on their own. Our agriculture bridge should not be given to them, take it and carry to
Do you want Buckeye to for public official?
We are appealing to them. Okay, that's another aspect there. The country is bad off. We have many brought in this place that were doing well in this country. People spoke against us. See how the city is looking in our news. It's very disgraceful. It's very bad. We have to change our mindset. We have to do things to bring this country to the world map. Let's look at Tower Town. Tower was prioritizing agriculture or Green Revolution program. Joe came about. Joe was not a competent, was not a educated, but he was developing the orient. When you took those started doing some other things, building some government institutions in this country. Okay, but today we are talking about competency, and these are most of the people are failure because it's based on their educational status, how much they have spent to acquire those knowledge. When they get it, they don't have passion for the country.
All right.
Passion is one thing that should be added to this competency. Thank you so much.
Passion plus competency. Well, we want competency. We want people to declare their assets before taking a government job, where the other thing will pick up. Declare your public assets. Let us know how much you carry on. If you'll be appointed as a minister or assistant minister, declare your asset. Let's see whether they will be accepted. Let's know that John Brown have this in his account. He have declared all of his assets before taking upon the job. Well, anyway, let's be just one more call. Then we'll call it a day. Good morning. Morning. Okay. Yes. Good morning. Yes, so Bishop, you listen up to the callers. Yes.
I just want to address the guy who said I didn't push further to go on the Unity Party ticket. I did. I met the incoming president.
You're not part of the ticket. You're not part of the party. So I mean,
no,
that's why you've been a friend. You be a good friend. You work together with Joseph Boyka, but you're not in the unity party. So okay.
in through all my life.
Okay. Yes, but maybe you do want to go through primary and all of that.
Yeah, I was not prepared to go through primary.
Okay.
I spent a lot of resources, but I met the incoming president. I discussed it with him. He said, "Guys, let's be in touch. We're going to talk about it." I think I met him doing the representative electoral process, and I tried. And there's other people around here that know that I tried my best, but it did not work, and I can't force it. I've been away for some time, studying out of this country, so the contact and all of the expertise, I mean, all of those people I needed to talk to, I could not really get through. So, there were people who served and they gave them the opportunity to run on the ticket. So I did my best. I couldn't do more than my best, So I just want to address that so the guy can understand that I did my best.
Okay. So just respond to other callers who have like 3 more minutes as we try to close up.
Liberia is the only country we have. It is very significant that we give everything we have. We want a nation to move forward. People will leave from here and go to Ghana and take pictures and go all over the place and take pictures. What are you bringing to the table? Those that are in ministry, I had a bad experience, or do I want to share that? And based on these experiences, this is why we came from this direction to deliberate on issue. I went to internal affairs. My son is in the States. He got his wife came and married, so I had to process the marriage certificate. And there was a lady in there who was the director for, I think, certificate. I can't remember her name. But it was always like, you want it in 2 weeks, pay this amount. You want it in 1 month, pay this amount. You want it in 3 months, pay this amount. And we went with the 2 weeks. But then after 2 weeks, we could not get what we paid for. It went to 3 months. So one day I got angry. And one of the ladies that work in the office said, look, she got all of your paperwork. She got the certificate, but she needs something more. And you understand? So you got to press her. And I went in the office, I said, what is the paper? Oh, the minister ain't signed yet. There's a system put in place. You said, if I wanted this document in 2 weeks, I should pay this amount. And, so I have to come down and say, I must see this minister who is treating Liberians like this. If this will cause me to take legal action, I'm going to take legal action because this is not fair. I paid for 2 weeks, we're going up to 3 months. And this is not fair. It didn't take no time. The lady came with the document. Oh, I forgot. The document was here because I said I wanted to see the minister. Now, there are people coming from the international world, from the United States, from Europe, from all the places in Africa, getting married to our women, getting married to our men. So you got somebody in there as people go to the process document, and this person is treating people, in this kind of disrepute manner. It's very disrepute. So there is no system. There is no control. This is what I continue to speak about. System and control. We must know what we're doing to sell our country. And you deal with somebody from the States or from Europe, and they have to go through that bad experience. What are they going to say about Liberia?
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, so system.
What they want. We need to put stop to all of these things, and be fair with our people. Be fair with our nation, and be fair with other people that we interact with. It's very important.
Okay, so quickly, as we try to wrap up, I try to say something. Now, those will be appointed to allow them to declare the public assets. You think it's important?
It's important because
if you send them in as Minister of Commerce, a Minister of Finance, all government appointed officials should declare the public assets.
It is very significant because we're trying to do away with corruption, as our incoming president always said. We want to make sure before you took over what you have, so that when you're leaving, people can take your disposable income into consideration and analyze those paychecks and realize that, you know what, he got this and his income was able to give him this. You understand what I'm saying? But if you take over and start to build compounds and start to build mansions, the question would be, where you got this money from? And you can be investigated. And people should not do things and work with impunity. I don't think the incoming president is going to allow that. There's a new day. This is going to be a new Liberia. This is going to be a new Liberia. And one of the things that I really want to strike, we are looking at the word democracy, right? O'Neill. Now, if we want a transparent process in our electoral process, why will representatives and other people truck in people? When you start to truck in people and, going against the will of the very Liberians. Now, is this democratic? A lot of people won in this process, and yet still the district don't want them. The county don't want them, but they impose themselves on the right of the people. It is the process of democracy. I think in other election commission need to come down with rules and regulation. This trucking thing have really brought bad repetition to our democracy.
Great. As you close, a final word from you.
Let Liberian be strong. Let us try to recognize God. This nation was built on Christian principle. Integrity should be the key of the day. Let us pray for our president, for God to make him strong so that he can be able to make decisions to move this nation forward. God bless us all, and God bless the Republic of Liberia.
The voice of Augustus Duncan, Bishop Augustus Duncan, closing up this morning is this right. It's good that we wish our leaders well. Always pray for your leader. In the midst of no guiding counselor, the land is at risk. So it's better you wish your lawmakers, your president, your vice president, all leaders, wish your leaders well. Thank you so much. This is how we'll come to the end of the TBS this morning. It's been wonderful serving you breakfast since about 7:30 this morning. I need to drink some green tea, man. I need a hot green tea. Thank you so much, Marka Davis, Atta Butler. My name is O'Neill. You don't know it all. This is O'Neill Roberts. I'll be back on tomorrow, same time, 7:30. Have a blessed day. Don't forget the International Children Broadcasting. The registration kickoff. Those of you who have the dream becoming a broadcaster, want to encourage the parents. You can send your kids. Let them come and sign up. Yes, call this number for more information, 0770-153-265, 0770-153-265. The International Children Broadcasting starts next week, right here on Truth FM. Some of came through the ranks and file of Mary Lauren Brown. We are a proud product of Mary Lauren Brown. That's why you see her vibing through your microphone. So yes, encourage the kid to be a part of this process. Thank you so much. I'll be back on tomorrow. I'm O'Neill Roberts. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.